how did you feel after donation, and did saving someone's life change your perspective of your own?
I felt once I was happy to have done the donations and just kind of finished it, and I was just hopeful. When I was speaking to one of the registry members, she was telling me, I was telling her, I was like, well, I'm just really hopeful, and uh, hopefully it works out for her. And what really stood out was she says, well, you're at least giving the family hope, because this is still pretty, like, there's so many different factors in play. She's like, but at least you're giving the family hope. So that was the main thing that stood out for me, was that if anybody donates, like, nobody really knows like the results or how helpful, or hopefully it works out for everybody and everything goes well. But like the main thing is that at this point, by just doing the donation, even just for signing up for the registry, you're giving people hope that people are out there willing to help out for other people that they don't even know.
From your perspective, why is it very important for ethnic minorities to join the registry?
Um, I remember when I signed up, they had indicated that South Asians were a low count community in which they didn't have as many um, people signed up as they wanted. So that was something that kind of struck with me, especially being from one of the most populated countries in the world. I was immediately just kind of like, what do you mean? But it's a matter of like, this is life for another person. This is, it matters. It's something that matters. So the more people that sign up, and because of that higher likelihood of matching with someone from that same ethnic group, the better chance you have of helping somebody. So to me, it's a no-brainer that it's really important. Um, so yeah, I'd love to hear Lewis's thoughts.
No, I completely agree. I don't know the stats, but I have been following Be the Match on social media, and I know that's one of the things that always stands out is the low percentages of and any minority, and just being at UCLA, um, knowing that it was another Latino fraternity that was trying to raise numbers for that registry, specifically trying to get more Latinos involved. It was something that I was really happy to be a part of, and I think for anybody that ends up seeing this, it's one person can really make a huge difference. So whether Latino, Middle Eastern, um, Asian, Pacific Islander, anything, I'm sure anybody can really do a big part with the registry.
Why would you like recommend people to become a donor, and also like how do you think we should be like better educated about bone marrow transplant, and also like the risk of it, because some people just have some misunderstanding of bone marrow transplant.
Why you should do it, I think, especially in today's world, regardless of what your ideas are or what your beliefs are or anything, I think it's important that we remain connected to each other as the human race. And this may be way deeper than what most people intend with this question, but that's that was it for me. That was a way for me to feel connected, for me to feel like, okay, even if I do nothing else right in my life, even if nothing else I do ever matters, this did. This one thing did. Yes, it is selfless. It is selfless. There might be risks involved. There might be discomfort involved. That's all true, but at the same time, it's the risk and the reward, the payoff, the potential, the possibility that you're giving someone. And to me, that was more worth it than anything, more worth it than the discomfort of the injections, more worth it than losing sleep. It was just more to me. So, and it made me feel like a better person, just fundamentally. But that was it for me. But again, it's an individual's choice.
Yeah, kind of along the same lines. It's you're able to help out somebody that's in such a horrible position. Especially like after seeing it with my dad and just seeing like the different stages that like the toll it takes on a person and the family. Like that's why like if you can help out somebody however like little, like just by giving hope, and hopefully everything works out and they're able to overcome it. And if that's the best case scenario, that's great. And join the registry. Do what you can. Just join. If you get that call and you're asked to do some type of donation, then at that point you can think about it a little bit more. But by that time, hopefully, after they tell you a little bit about the person, or maybe they don't tell you that much, hopefully you're at a certain point where you're able to donate and hopefully help somebody out, even if it is just by giving them a little bit more hope.
And for me, my recipient didn't match my ethnicity. I found out recently that she lives in Russia and she's not Indian. So even if you join with this idea that you're donating to someone who's most likely in your ethnic group, it can be anyone in the world. You don't know who you have the potential to help. So that would be, my push to sign up. You just never know what could happen. So yeah, just join.